How's it going there, YouTube? Another fine night here in the garage, working on some goodies, and I wanted to make a really cool announcement. I've partnered up with TMI, and if you don't know who TMI is, they make really wicked interiors. They make custom seats for your hot rods, muscle cars, muscle trucks, whatever application you're looking for. This is a great option when it comes to an interior replacement. Now, before I get into this guy, or these guys, there's two of them. I just wanted to talk about how the factory seats in a 69 Charger, most people are all right with them. And being that I plan on really thrashing with this car as I did in the past, one of the main problems I was running into is there's no side bolster. You're getting thrown around. Like if you didn't have the seat belt, the lap belt on, when you're whipping donuts on a dirt road in the general, you'd be in the passenger seat. Like it's brutal. You're hanging onto that steering wheel for dear life, just trying to keep yourself in place. And my seats weren't horrible, pretty rough, but some new cushions and some new covers probably would have done it for me. But no side bolster, seat doesn't recline. It only has a track that allows it to slide back and forth. Not really great if you're planning on doing some long distance driving. And having the option to actually kick your seat back is a huge, huge, huge bonus. Plus, these guys here, these are called the Cruiser Collection, and they come in black, and you can get, I believe there's 4 different stitch colors. You can get black, you can get red, you can get white, and you can get blue. So I went with black on black, and I'm super stoked because, those stock seats were just not going to do it for me. Anyway, let's get into this thing. I also got the brackets as well. So this is a universal setup here. So you're going to have to obviously modify it. It's not going to bolt up to the exact location because this bracket is, it's a universal bracket. I don't know what else to really say there. Actually, let's pop the bracket open first. We'll give you a little peek of what this looks like. So this is what you got. This is your frame. Pretty simple, pretty basic, just some flat bar with some holes. You've got 2 standard holes, and then you've got 2 slotted holes, so you can do some minor adjustments there. Inside here comes with all your hardware, all the bolts and screws you need, and then I'm not sure what this is specifically, but we'll rip her open and take a peek. Okay, so these are just all your L brackets to get everything kind of lined up. So yeah, that's pretty basic. There's not really too much to show in there. But we'll get this big boy open. I'm really excited to see what they look like in person because I've seen photos on the internet, and I'm sure the photos don't do it justice. So let's get this sucker open here. Wow. Holy smokes. Oh my god, dude. These are sick. Kind of sucks because I'm not really at the stage to put them in the car yet. I still have to do all my wiring. I still have to do a bunch of stuff inside the car. So I'm going to mock them up, take some photos, and then I'll have to just kind of put these off to the side for now until I actually get to that stage because I still have a lot of, there's some welding to do in the car yet. There's a little bit of grinding and stuff inside the cab, or whatever you want to call it, inside the car. So I don't want to ruin these. I don't want to get grinder marks in them, all that fun stuff. So we'll just get them out, take a peek at them, and hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to throw them in. I still got to do all that sound deadening and all that fun shit stuff. Oops, swearing. Holy smokes, look at these guys. Just got to find the lever to bring them back out of the recline position here. Oh my god, these are sweet. Look at these. Alright, coming up. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, this is called the Cruiser Collection. Now, it's a low back, bolstered. Look at this freaking seat. Wow, man. That is something. Don't need headrests, so that's not a big deal. I took those things off my stock seats years ago. But here, let me grab the Let me grab the camera here and I'll come a little closer and give you guys a better peek. Look at these seats. So you got your recline lever here, and they go pretty damn flat too. Like if I lift this up, they go. That's how, like, if you're going on a road trip, man, you want to be able to kick your seat back and have a nap. I sleep in my truck all the time when I go on road trips. So when I take this thing on a road trip, I will definitely be utilizing this any way I can. So you got a nice zipper back here for the cover if you ever had to pull it off. Won't have to. You got the TMI logo right here on the side, stitched in there. Now, I'm sure a lot of people would have went with a colored stitch. This line doesn't have as many options. This is kind of a cheaper, not a cheaper, but a lower cost line. These retail for a little over $1,300 US. So if you look at these seats and you factor in how much it costs to reupholster your factory ones, this is definitely a better option. And not to mention, the side bolster is really what's doing it for me. And honestly, this pattern is wicked. Like, I know it's not factory charger, so all the purists are going to get upset and be like, whoa, you know, just get your factory ones redone. No, I wanted something that had a little bit more sass to it, a little bit more, you know, a little bit more comfortable. And it feels very comfortable. Like, I can't wait to get these in the car, man. And then also inside that big box is your seat sliders. So we'll crack these open quick. Ooh. Take a little gander at these too. So you got a slider installation guide here, which kind of just gives you a breakdown of what you need for the install. Shows you how to put them on the underside of the seat. And then everything required is right there. So there's your hardware for that. Then you've got your two individual seat sliders and a little return spring. Cool. Everything's packaged real nice. Pretty simple instructions. Let's put one in the car and see how she sits. Okay, so real quick before we put the seat in for a test, I'm actually just going to get all the bracketry and everything on it right now. And we'll see how everything fits. Okay, so I did a little playing around with this bracket. I just wanted to make sure I had it all right. There is no difference between left or right when it comes to these brackets. And because they are universal, like you've got, how many you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these L brackets. And they do require fabrication. So once I get to that stage, we're going to have to pull the frame off, kind of figure out where it's going to sit, get that settled, and then and make sure, like, there's going to be a lot of messing around just to try and get everything square, right? Because you don't want it too far forward so it's not sliding in your knees into the dash. You don't want it too far back so it's not hitting your rear seats. So just getting everything square and true is going to be probably the most painful part of this entire process. But let's toss one inside the car and see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, baby. See if I can find something to kind of just get it level in here. What could I use for that now? A couple of these L brackets just to hold her up. How about that? So the factory holes were right here. So put it about here. And then just throw these underneath. I don't think I'm going to get that square enough, but that's all right. Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, man. Holy smokes. This is going to be nuts, man. This is going to be freaking nuts. The side bolster. It's so wild. A little far back right now, but cool, man. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a process getting everything lined up. But that's all right. It's worth every bit. I love that, man. That's so cool. Look how, jeez. That's going to be so sweet. And then I'll have to get my rear seats reupholstered because they are the factory white vinyl. So I'll have to get them at least done up in black. And I know I'm probably going to get some comments, maybe not, but the General Lee was supposed to have tan interior. The reason I went with black interior was because I don't want to deal with dirt and grease. Like this car is not a show car. It never will be. It's never going to be super fancy. I plan on driving the absolute crap out of this thing. So having tan seats and having a dog, which will be riding, that's his seat right there. He'll be riding shotgun in that sucker all the time, or in the back, whichever he's most comfortable in. And being that he'll be jumping in and out of my car, I don't want to have tan interior because it's just going to get dirty and stained. And so that's why I went with that. And I have a black dash, so there's not really any point in me swapping all that out because that's, God, probably a couple $1,000 right there just doing that. Well, folks, that concludes this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate everybody that watches my stuff, and I'm unbelievably excited to get this car back on the road. And I just want to give a huge shout out to TMI for making this happen, because these seats they're so comfy. I can't even believe it, man. Like I've been sitting in here for 10 minutes before recording this, and I'm just thoroughly enjoying myself. I'm not even in the driver's seat. I'm just sitting passenger right now and visualizing what it's going to feel like to actually be cruising around again with a new level of comfort I didn't really realize that I was ever going to have in this thing. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for more videos.